Hi, my name is 𝐶𝐭
and my name is Terence,
and welcome to Simply Read, brought to you by Jsim Education, where Terence and I bring you on amazing journeys into books and magazines. And today we have two different publications for you, namely the world famous Time magazine as well as
News Bites. Now let's first talk about News Bites. Now News Bites is actually a monthly publication that primarily covers current affairs, so you'll be kept up to date with the happenings all around the world: sports, animal kingdom, motoring, and technology.
I think it's recommended for the ages of 8 to 16, but personally I feel that it's very enjoyable as an adult as well.
Yes, indeed.
The best way to experience it is to hand it over to our newscaster. Over to you at the studio.
Good evening and welcome to News Bites. We start first with news from around the world. Tourism in Thailand could drop by more than 2/3 in 2020 due to the coronavirus pandemic. The Tourism Authority of Thailand believes that the number of tourists could drop to 14 million, which is going to be the lowest number in 14 years. The Tourism Authority had initially predicted 34 million visitors back in March. Unfortunately, global travel has been severely affected because of COVID-19. And now on to the happiest place in the world. Shanghai Disneyland has reopened its gates in May after it was closed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. It is the first Disneyland in the world to be reopened after the pandemic has forced its gates to be shut. Visitors, however, would be limited and they are required to wear masks and have their temperatures taken at the gate. And now over to sports. And welcome to the sports room. Son Heung-min has returned to Tottenham Hotspur after his 3-week military service. Now, it was supposed to be 21 months, but he has gained exemption for the full 21 months after helping his country achieve gold in the 2018 Asian Games. Not only has he completed his military service, he has also come in top 5 in his class of 157 people. He has also proved that he is not just accurate on the pitch, he has achieved a perfect record in shooting. And that's all we have right now. For more interesting news and information, we're going to head back to our News Bites studio. So those were some articles about sports and current affairs. There's also been a lot of talk about climate change, and this is something that's covered in News Bites too. So they share with us some of the ways on how we can actually lead the way and save the day when it comes to climate change. So a lot of us, we just leave our computers on and we just leave it to sleep on its own. The best thing you can do is to shut down your computer after use. So in this very comprehensive issue of News Bites, they also have got articles relating to science matters, animal kingdom, and if you do like it, they also do have puzzles as well.
A very comprehensive magazine, right? So it comes monthly, and if you want to subscribe, you can actually contact Jsim Education. So now on to another fantastic publication that they have. This is a weekly issue. This is called Time magazine, the all-famous JC Bible. So Time magazine covers a wide range of topics from their 52 issues a year. So every week you read about something new. For example, over here this week we do have this, and it's called 100 Most Influential People.
Oh, yeah. Are you in there?
No, I'm outside there reading about people who are in there. But today we're going to skip to some more interesting characters who make up the 100 most influential people. So one of them, right, that I have over here is actually called Ali Wong. Are you familiar with
her? Oh yes, Ali Wong!
So Ali Wong is actually an Asian American comedian. She is so funny, but most importantly, why is she important? Why is she influential? As an Asian American woman who was also pregnant when she first took the stage and became famous, she actually broke all kinds of stereotypes.
Yes, right. A lot of us, we just have this impression, mindset that, oh, you're pregnant, you shouldn't be working. But for someone so public to come out so publicly and to be working while heavily pregnant, I think that is really a strong symbol, a strong message being sent out to everybody in the world.
And if I ask you, who is Eric Yuan? Would you know who is Eric Yuan?
Rings a bell? I only know Eric Joe.
Okay. So Eric Yuan, you may not know him, but you may know his software called Zoom.
Oh yes, okay, yes. Right.
Yeah. So he's the founder as well as the CEO of Zoom. So it's very interesting because many people talk about Zoom actually profiting from the COVID-19 pandemic because due to the lack of options of holding physical events.
Are they really profiting from it?
Definitely, because a lot of us have switched to video conferencing, right? And Zoom is by far the best tool. Opportunity for more superior software to surface and to take the market by storm.
Yeah, we're looking at you, Skype.
Yes.
You've been entrenched for so long. That was a chance.
I don't even have you on my computer anymore. Come on, right? Microsoft Teams, and then you have Zoom, you have Google Hangouts. Now, there's another issue that I particularly like. If you are in the US, right, and you call 911, who do you get?
You get the police.
Who do you call?
911!
Okay. So 911 you get, it's actually an emergency hotline in the US. But right now, if you dial 988, who do you get? Ambulance, no. It's actually so we talk about like health emergencies.
Wait, mental health.
Yes, exactly. So it's a suicide prevention hotline for mental health emergencies. So we can see that COVID-19 has brought about a lot of uncertainties, and that has caused a lot of mental stress, in which I think it warrants a hotline on its own. And it's prevention, essentially, so the person doesn't take his or her own life. Yeah, so it's very, very important, and it has been given this position of importance by implementing this 3-number hotline. It is said that previously, US does have its suicide prevention hotline, but it was 10 numbers long.
Yeah, how to remember, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They're on the verge of needing someone to speak to.
Exactly. It's it has to be like quick dial format. So 988 is actually the new mental health emergency hotline.
Good.
So those are some of the interesting snippets that are covered in time as well. 2 very quality publications, and they are just actually a very, very small fragment of what Jsim has to offer in their entire range of publications and books that they have. So do pay them a visit, and of course, if you need more information, contact Jsim Education. And with these 2 publications being shared today, we have come to the end of yet another episode of Simply Read. We hope that you have learned something from here. But more importantly, so to cultivate the habit of reading in your kids, you can feel free to check out the Jsim bookstore located near Playfair Road at Kapo Building. Once again, we say goodbye to you, and hopefully you enjoy another session of Simply Read next week. See you. Bye-bye.